18. Freedom under God. Originally a brochure produced for Coast Federal Savings in the late 1960s, this article was published with Rushdoony's other brochures as part of a two-sided paper titled Comments in Brief, with Chalcedon Report number 225, April 1984. One of the great founders of the American system was the Reverend John Cotton, 1584 to 1652, who made basic to colonial government the premise that godly law and order means limited powers and limited liberty. Neither man nor his civil governments have the moral right to unlimited power or to unlimited liberty. At all times, it must be power and liberty under law, and ultimately under God. Deuteronomy chapter 17 verses 14 to 20, 1 Kings chapter 2 verses 1 to 4, Proverbs chapter 8 verses 15 and 16. But today we have demands for both unlimited power and unlimited liberty, which are mutually contradictory ideas. We also have the growing claim that liberty is not under law and under God, but outside the law. There are those who believe that they can only be free by denying the claims of all law and by affirming that true rights and true liberty mean a freedom from law. The biblical faith is that true law is a gift of God and the ground of man's freedom. Deuteronomy chapter 16 verse 20. Law is the condition of man's life. Just as man physically breathes air to live, so socially and personally, his environment of life is law, which the grace of God enables him to have and to keep. Psalm 119, Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23. Man can no more live without law than he can live without eating. The purpose of God's law is life. As Moses declared, "The Lord commanded us to do all these statutes, that he might preserve us alive." Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 24. Man was created and is saved by God to live by law, for its discipline is the way of life. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23. Here we have the great division. Americans, reared for generations in the biblical perspective, have seen freedom as life under God's law, but many today are asserting that freedom is escape from law. The alternatives to freedom under God, to liberty under law, were declared clearly by Karl Marx. They are twofold. First, one can have anarchism, every man a law unto himself with no law, and a total, quote, freedom, end quote, from any responsibility to anyone. Second, one can substitute the state for God, and the total law of the state replaces the law of God. Freedom then disappears, and total statism or communism for man's, quote, welfare, unquote, takes its place. This is a denial of liberty as a bourgeois ideal and a substitution of state-planned welfare for freedom as man's truer happiness. Every attempt, therefore, to remove this republic from, quote, under God, end quote, means that either anarchism or communism will surely result, whether planned or not, by those who strike at God's place in American life. It is an inescapable alternative. To restore true liberty, we must restore true law. Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. The Bible speaks of the perfect law of liberty. James chapter 1, verse 25, chapter 2, verse 12, because it views God's law as the very source and ground of man's liberty. We must abandon the dangerous idea that freedom meant an escape from law. This can only be true if the escape is from communism, which is not true law, but is tyranny. The word tyranny is an ancient Greek word with a simple meaning. It means secular or human rule instead of law, instead of true freedom under God. The American system is neither anarchy or tyranny, but freedom under God.